relationship they have had in the past. It has been very tension, and it's been very intensified over the years. So this is probably why we're getting this match over a match like The Undertaker versus Daniel Bryan or The Undertaker versus John Cena, because there isn't that much realism and that much more intensity in a feud that we have seen between The Undertaker and John Cena as there is with The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. My prediction for this match is The Undertaker will defeat Brock Lesnar. I want to know what yours is. Let me know on Facebook at HEW Entertainment and on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke1. You can also comment on your opinion on our YouTube channel at Jonathan Clarke22. And if you've signed up for our form on our website, you can comment on this match in our form after you create an account if you have not already registered. It takes about 90 seconds. You can comment on anything you find on this website or here on this radio show. My favorite Brock Lesnar-Undertaker match was the Hell in a Cell match in October of 2002. I ordered the pay-per-view. I saw it with a number of my friends, and just the intensity in this match and just how fair and square this match was, despite some interference from time to time from Paul Heyman on the outside of the Hell in a Cell. It was just the emotion that went behind this match. The Undertaker working with an injured arm. He had an injection of morphine prior to the match, and The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar went back and forth with so many shifts of momentum in this match. It could have gone either way. It ended with Brock Lesnar F5ing The Undertaker in the middle of the ring, and Brock Lesnar retaining the WWE Championship. That was the finality point that was reached of their rivalry, and that will be the final time The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar would go one-on-one. In prior matches, we saw Brock Lesnar defeat The Undertaker in a chain match after Vince McMahon interfered on the behalf of Brock Lesnar, and a match ended in a no contest at a Unforgiven pay-per-view in 2002, the very first encounter between The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar following Brock Lesnar's victory over The Rock at SummerSlam the month prior to their match at Unforgiven. The match ended in a no contest with The Undertaker throwing Brock Lesnar to the stage at Unforgiven, and that set up for the chain match and, of course, the Hell in a Cell match, a trilogy of matches between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker, and a history that has not been forgotten by hardcore fans of professional wrestling. For the newer fans of professional wrestling, this feud has been reinvented for you, and this is going to be your first chance to see Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. And if you've never seen Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker go one-on-one, this is an incredible opportunity for you, and I do recommend you go to YouTube and pull up some of the retro encounters, like the chain match and the Hell in a Cell match, to get an idea of what you're in for at WrestleMania. Now, the experience of both Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker have gone up, especially the experience of Brock Lesnar and the establishment of Brock Lesnar's name both in professional wrestling and the MMA world. So it makes this match that much more significant for WrestleMania and that much more important for both The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Whoever comes in on top in this match is going to benefit, and whoever loses this match is going to benefit. If you remember back to when CM Punk faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania 29, he was gone for a number of months. He came back in June of that same year. He was a fan favorite after previously being a heel champion, and he went on to defeat people like Chris Jericho and many other wrestlers. He even went on to main event that year's SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar as the fan favorite, and the same thing could happen for Brock Lesnar. He may come back reinvented from facing The Undertaker and go on to face Dave Bautista on the horizon for the WWE title as the fan favorite. That's what I'm expecting for Brock Lesnar if he doesn't win this match, which is obviously what's going to happen. Now, there were interesting comments that were made by WWE legend Harley Race. He said that if luck had anything to do with The Undertaker and WrestleMania, luck would have ran out a long time ago, and luck seems to be riding on the shoulders of The Undertaker. If that's the case for the past 21 years, over 2 decades. So I don't think luck has anything to do with it. So the obvious suggestion is The Undertaker will win this match against Brock Lesnar. The Undertaker's matches couldn't be more obvious every year at WrestleMania. Sometimes they throw in a little twist where The Undertaker has to be helped out of the ring, or The Undertaker seems to be in a jeopardizable situation. Someone interferes on the behalf of The Undertaker to assist him, or The Undertaker overcomes adversity for the 500th time during this streak, and he comes out on top as the winner, and his streak goes up one more year. And there have been so many matches and so many close calls over the years for The Undertaker. WrestleMania 27, when he couldn't leave the ring in his own power and his own mind, he lost the match. That's why he challenged Triple H to a match at WrestleMania 28. The matches he had with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is believed to have come the closest to ending The Undertaker's streak prior to anyone else who faced The Undertaker over the years. CM Punk then took the claim for coming the closest, but Shawn Michaels, in my opinion, established that long before Punk ever did. The Undertaker has had a lot of memorable moments throughout this streak, and this could be one of the most memorable moments of his entire streak because of the history he shares with Brock Lesnar. There's so much tension, there's so much unpredictableness riding on the outcome of this match. It could go either way. I'm saying the Undertaker's going to win. I don't know. The Undertaker-Brock Lesnar match could see Brock Lesnar come the closest, or Brock Lesnar even defeat The Undertaker to set up for Brock Lesnar versus Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's no better way to claim a right to facing the champion than by coming off a victory over The Undertaker at WrestleMania after everybody The Undertaker's faced at WrestleMania, from King Kong Bundy right through to Randy Orton. The Undertaker's done it all at WrestleMania, and there's no better way to solidify yourself as the number one contender than by becoming the number one contender after defeating The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the stipulation on this match is that the winner of the match becomes the number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And just imagine if Brock Lesnar defeated The Undertaker and headed into a match with Dave Batista with that kind of momentum. Brock Lesnar would obviously defeat Dave Batista for the championship, which is what I see happening. Regardless if Brock Lesnar wins this match or loses this match, Brock Lesnar will be the guy who stops Dave Batista's path of momentum and becomes WWE World Heavyweight Champion, because how else do you reinvent yourself after losing to The Undertaker? And just imagine if The Undertaker won a number one contenders match at WrestleMania and went on to face Dave Batista for the first time since WrestleMania 23 for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and made history by becoming just the second man in history to hold the WWE World title after Randy Orton held it for 6 or 7 months. It would be amazing to see that happen. The second or third man being The Undertaker as WWE World Champion. There are so many ways that this one can go. Either way, no matter what the outcome of this match is, it's the biggest match that's been made official this year for WrestleMania 30, with other rumored matches being Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton versus Dave Batista for the WWE World Championship being made official after Dave Batista won the Royal Rumble and Randy Orton successfully retained the championship in the Elimination Chamber match. I thought Brock Lesnar was going to interfere in the chamber match and cost Randy Orton the championship, or whoever won the Elimination Chamber match the championship. Just imagine if John Cena or Randy Orton would have won the match, or even Daniel Bryan, one of those 3 of the 6 that were in the chamber match, and then Brock Lesnar was put in this match by Triple H, and then Brock Lesnar defeats, let's say, Daniel Bryan or John Cena for the WWE title after going through a hellacious 45-minute Elimination Chamber match. That would have been a dramatic conclusion to Elimination Chamber, and I thought that would have set up for Dave Batista versus Brock Lesnar there. I didn't know we were going to go as far to have 2 separate matches involving Dave Batista and Brock Lesnar, with Lesnar facing Taker and Batista facing Orton at WrestleMania. It kind of sends WrestleMania 30 in an entirely different direction than what I had anticipated, and to be honest with you, it kind of disappoints me because they brought Dave Batista back with so much hype, had him win the Royal Rumble. He goes to Elimination Chamber, decimates Alberto Del Rio. You have Brock Lesnar coming out declaring that he wants to be WWE Champion at some point, challenging the winner of Randy Orton versus John Cena. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, the Authority, don't give in to Brock Lesnar's demands like they haven't been giving in to Brock Lesnar's demands over the past 6 to 8 months. And Brock Lesnar ends up in a match with The Undertaker as opposed to facing Dave Batista. Is it a suggestion for WrestleMania that you approve of? Would you rather see The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar than seeing Brock Lesnar facing Dave Batista for the championship? Dave Batista versus Brock Lesnar for the championship has happened in MMA, but it has never happened in WWE, and it's been a match that's been almost 10 years in the making. Without question, it would be a more high-impact match if Brock Lesnar faced Dave Batista for the championship as opposed to facing The Undertaker. The thing about The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar is my underlying issue with this match is it's happened before, and it's happened more than once. It's happened up to 3 times over the years, not including the times they faced each other on house shows for the championship representing SmackDown when the brand extension was in the first 2 or 3 years, and they were creating so many storylines to get you to watch both Raw and SmackDown simultaneously. Some fans preferred Raw, some fans preferred SmackDown because Triple H was feuding with RVD, and on SmackDown you had The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. For the championship, there was so much diversity. Fans had their favorite shows. They were doing so much to get your attention on both shows and increase the ratings for both shows, so they had The Undertaker face Brock Lesnar as many times as possible. The thing is, history is repeating itself, and you know me for being someone who really detests having history repeating itself as much as what we've seen it repeat itself over the past maybe 10 years. History has repeated itself at least 500 through 600 times. We need a point of novelty reached in the WWE, and with Dave Batista being the one who issued the challenge to Brock Lesnar 8 years ago, telling Brock Lesnar a year after he left the WWE in 2004. Dave Batista lays out the challenge in the summer of 2005 during a SummerSlam press conference, telling Brock Lesnar that Dave Batista versus Brock Lesnar is a pay-per-view waiting to happen for the WWE Championship. At that time, Dave Batista was world champion representing SmackDown. He told Brock Lesnar to get his ass back to the WWE. He comes back, and you would think this match will be happening at WrestleMania 30. I can't think of a bigger match to have at WrestleMania 30, but obviously the substitution is The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, with my underlying issue being this match has happened so many times before, and it's happened more than enough. At least with Dave Batista versus Brock Lesnar, you're getting a point of novelty, and with it not happening at WrestleMania 30, it could possibly happen at SummerSlam, with Brock Lesnar coming back reinvented after having lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 as your fan favorite, going up against the heel Batista, which kind of does not surprise me because of the popularity Brock Lesnar had in the UFC and the MMA world. Brock Lesnar is going to carry that over in a match with Dave Batista. Obviously, after WrestleMania, we'll see Dave Batista as champion after having defeated Randy Orton, and Brock Lesnar will come into the match with The Undertaker as either the loser or the winner of the match, which would absolutely shock me. More than likely, Brock Lesnar will be the one who loses at WrestleMania, and that will result in Dave Batista versus Brock Lesnar for the title at some point, following up on Brock Lesnar's declaration to be World Heavyweight Champion, his desire, as Paul Heyman has phrased it. And he's been challenging the champion ever since his return in the first Raw, I believe, of 2014. He came back, and he's been challenging the champion ever since, and he will follow through on his declaration after having lost to The Undertaker. Obviously, on a scale of 5 stars, and a 5-star scale perspective, you can rate the match in the anticipation at least 4 to 5 stars, because this is a match that has not happened in over 10 or 11 years. I will give Lesnar and The Undertaker the benefit of the doubt, because this match has not happened in a number of years, kind of like how The Rock versus Brock Lesnar is another pay-per-view match waiting to happen. So many pay-per-view matches are waiting to happen here. I guess we're just going to have to settle for The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, even though I have a lot of animosity towards Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker for having seen it so many times and having to pay a fortune for it for WrestleMania 30, and on the WWE networks having to pay so much to see it just kind of really upsets me. I'd rather be paying for something that has a feeling of novelty than this, and I'm sure that a lot of wrestling fans feel the same way, but I guess we're just going to have to settle for it, with Dave Batista versus Brock Lesnar obviously happening at another date and time, which I can see being SummerSlam, because SummerSlam just has as big of an event as WrestleMania has every year. So obviously we're just going to have to settle for what WrestleMania is giving us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to archive this video, for you on our YouTube channel at Jonathan Clarke 22. I'm going to throw it up on our Facebook and Twitter for you as well, and throw it up in podcast format on Podnova. I want your comments and your feedback on this match. Who you think is going to come out on top? That would be a fun poll for our website to throw up. Who do you think will win at WrestleMania 30? The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar being your two choices. I'll probably throw that up as our weekly poll on our website at some time leading up to the match between The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. And you can leave me your comments as well by signing up for our form on our website. It takes 90 seconds to register an account for. Once you create an account, you can join the conversation about anything you find on this website or here on this radio show. The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, the biggest match this year at WrestleMania 30. And I want to know what you think of this match and who